Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Ethereum, Solana and SUI price prediction based on Elliott Wave analysis. We're gonna see Ethereum starting of course on the all-time history here. We're gonna see the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ABC where it's gonna lead us. After this impulse, we have of course 3 waves down, 3 waves up, 3 waves down, and potentially a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Meaning W, X, and a Y, the wave Y is truncated very long sideways, and since we have paid in time, it might be of course that we push toward the upside without of course having lower prices, meaning deeper prices. Now of course it's not a must, this is only a probability that because of course the time was very long here for Ethereum. In case we are really looking for still lower prices, well, still a possibility there. If this wave Y is not finished here, then it's going to be finished over there. How? As an expanding flat. A, B, and a C towards the downside. 3 ways down, 3 ways up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And that means, of course, lower prices might still be very likely and possible. Can be a running flat, yes. Also can be a running flat for a wave Y here, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Shorter wave 5, which it might finish around the 886 and starting, of course, a bull run from there again. Meaning a running flat. Why I'm calling a potential running flat? Because, I see probably here this 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and then having 4 and a 5. Can save it, nobody knows. But if it is going to go very extended, then okay, 1.618, our expanding flat, very normal to be, of course, taken over there. Meaning, if we break the 886 here, that would be, of course, a very critical price to take the low. By taking the low here, of course, the risk becomes very high to be finished within an expanding flat here. However, preferably, of course, the 1.38, 1.618 normally, which is very deep. Of course, $1,000 here almost for Ethereum. And the most common is 861, which is very low, guys. Yeah, but if you take a look at the all correction here, you will see that you will take even this low with a very tiny gap within the 861. Is it the case scenario? Well, we're gonna see, guys, that will be horrible, right? A and E, or W and X and a wave Y. Yeah, so that is huge. Even it can be written as an ABC at the end. This is gonna be, of course, an impulse. It can be, of course, a large ABC there. So we'll see, guys, what's gonna happen. Let's dive inside it on the 2 hours chart here. So for the 2 hours chart, we are looking here at a W, X, and a Y potentially finished here. Now, is the bullish scenario totally gone, or a possibility for the bullish totally gone? Well, not yet totally gone. That because we still, of course, ranging inside this fib level, perfect fib level for wave 1, 2 here. Potential wave 3, 4, and 5 can still be possible, of course, in case we are in large 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a leading diagonal, and then wave 2 given, and then we will start a wave 3 toward the upside, meaning, of course, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Now, currently, I'm still looking, of course, for what's going to happen. Is it going to finish it as an impulse there? So we had, of course, an impulse toward the upside here. And after it, we saw, of course, kind of like a 3 ways. And this is where I was like doubting Ethereum if it's going to be really impulsive downward, because I see 3 ways down and potentially a triangle there. So I don't really trust it so much. A, B, C, D, and a E, and then pushing down. So very likely to be in a zigzag before. But yeah, actually the answer was given later on here that we are still corrective and we're still looking for lower. And that means, of course, creation of a wave 4 there. Meaning, yes, that is a 1, 2, and potentially transforming all of these creepy waves, right? So it's very hard, guys, to say. Even the momentum is like shrinking down here in the lows, but yeah, what can we say? This is a price, this is a market. Plus here it's a very weird also impulse in case this is a wave 1, 2. What I can say also, Is it a diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I mean, definitely cannot be. I mean, both are higher than the low there. So it's a very critical price here, I would say. If we are in a large 1, 2, it's fine. Okay, several 1, 2s, then 3, and then we're looking for a 4 and a 5, and potentially this wave 5 is unfolding here as a triangle can be, meaning a kind of like a zigzag wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, 4, and a 5 to finish up, of course, this impulse. Well, can be, guys. Yeah, it can be. Now, definitely, we're not yet very bullish here in a possibility unless it is a double 1, 2, and we see a new high taken here. So, if it is not zigzag and we see a new high, well, it can be something reversing here. Yeah, so we gotta be careful with it. Meaning, it also there is a possibility of an A here in case we are an expanding flat wave A or WXNY. And then wave B, and then wave C in double 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 toward the upside. It can be a large wave C, and based on the time, if this is only your wave 2 here, let's say it can be a W, also by the way, X, and a wave Y here as a triangle, A, B, C, D, and a E, and then pushing down. Yeah, so W, X, and a wave Y. And then pushing down. So if this is the case, I would say, so yeah, it can be a possible here 1, 2, and then wave 3 there finished, and then 4 and a 5. Let's say wave 3 finished over there here. That because of course this also looks like 3 waves. So everything going on here is still of course very corrective, I would say. Nothing is yet looking very bullish or very bearish yet. And we're still ranging inside this area here. So very interesting. Key level, I would say, if we push for higher here, that might be potentially, yeah, we gotta be careful. Can be, of course, looking for higher here, confirmation for higher prices, but I don't mean like higher to go really high. It might mean, of course, the wave 4 might be very high here, meaning this pass, just like that, and then pushing down. So another possibility is, of course, simply continuation toward the downside here, somehow like this, within this diagonal, kind of like that, finishing 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. We'll see, of course, if this pass will happen. So we have also a pass just like that. Okay. Actually, it should be just this is your 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Here we go. So we'll see if this is gonna happen, guys. If the things, of course, push for higher still, like taking this invalidation, I would say, of bearish, that is, of course, something else unfolding, guys. Okay, what it means is we are bullish again. In this case, why? If this will end up here as wave 2, without finishing properly, of course, an impulse, then we don't have any other choice than calling W, X, and a wave Y potentially, and then pushing toward the upside, taking invalidation. And that will bring us back to bullish here in a large 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again. So very interesting, of course, that if this happens, that will be crazy. We'll see, guys. So very critical, of course, for Ethereum. Let's dive with Solana. So for Solana, on the all-time history anyway, we are looking for this potential 3 bullish scenarios. Those scenarios, all of them are bullish, and all of them requires a correction, 3 waves. So 1, 2, 1, 2, or an A, B, and a C. Finished, you're looking for wave B, looking for a wave C as well. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a leading diagonal, right? So this wave 4 here as a leading diagonal also is a perfect fib level, I would say perfect area. Also as for 1, 2, 1, 2, minimum requirement taken. As a wave B, I would say, well, it's not convincing so much because, of course, based on the wave A, you need a maybe larger wave B, deeper, and of course taking much more time than this. So highest possibility here is the leading diagonal to not be a moon boy here, just leading diagonal. Let's take the minimum one that it might lead us, of course, for a new all-time high here with a wave 5. So A, B, and a C. As a wave C, you have double 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5 very likely to open toward the downside still. And that means, of course, Solana is still very, very possibly to take, of course, this low, pushing inside this blue zone again. And of course, as we were expecting, $75 and below it, because this is the minimum requirement, by the way. That means, yes, it can dive a little bit deeper, $60, and then pushing toward the upside. Okay, for Solana. If we dive inside it, so inside Solana, we're gonna see on the 2-hour chart here, we have a potential 1, 2, leading diagonal, same as Ethereum, wave 2 again, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it the case scenario here? We'll see, guys. It's still possible so far. Until now, it's still, yes, possible. But yeah, only if we invalidate the impulse. If the impulse will turn into a corrective wave and pushing for higher, then okay, we are, of course, in something here bullish again. So invalidation of bearish, this one is gonna be our invalidation of bearish at around $93. Okay, around $93, meaning wave 4 should interfere, right? Now, if we continue downward, then definitely, of course, we are finishing an impulse here, obviously. Yeah. And that means, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Despite that, we are, of course, in the perfect fib level. We broke the 1-to-1 fib level as well. No ABC, very likely so far. It is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. Wave 3 finished there, wave 4 there, and wave 5 to be expected. Yeah. Invalidation of bullish, yes. This is our key level for invalidation of bullish. Why? Because the 1, 2 is totally gone. But honestly, the answer almost given from now, because it is an impulse, clear impulse, meaning at least A, B, and a C. So it will be a little bit like not reliable to wait until here to cut your losses if you are in a loss, especially if we confirm, of course, an impulse over there. So we gotta be careful. So yes, lower prices are still very possible for Solana. This is a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, very likely to unfold toward the downside. Okay, that was for Solana. SUI, for SUI, we are looking at a 1, 2 here, 1, 2, potentially another 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Now currently, if we are bullish, of course, we would like to see from this fib level or from the lower one, which is 0.618, A, B, and a C, and then pushing toward the upside again in large 1, 2, and a 1, 2 again, and of course, pushing continuously for higher prices. Otherwise, we are corrective. W, X, Y, 3 by 3 by 3. Yeah. And that means we are simply corrective. We push impulsively toward the downside, one more low. How much lower? Simply to take the wick. Why? Because, of course, the daily, which is very easier for SUI, the daily, we have 3 ways up as an wave A zigzag and then ABC zigzag. Very clear ABC zigzag, 1, 2, and then wave 3, 4, and a 5 here. Okay. Wave 5 is still unfinished, and we still need, of course, to finish the final move, knowing that this wave 4 cannot alternate so much, of course, any wave 2 over there. So very, very, yeah, it's a very creepy price here, a little bit within this correction, but I think one more low is very, very likely here to finish up, or nobody knows. Maybe SUI is gonna just simply range around this area and then push toward the upside. While, I don't know, other coins might dive deeper. SUI can range here and then start to accumulate a little bit, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then pushing for higher. So we'll see how this is going to unfold, guys. But basically, so far, it looks very, very impulsive, honestly. We cannot deny that this is a very huge, large impulse. Okay. And that means when you have an impulse, definitely we have the ABC. Now, is it gonna hold on in the fib level for a perfect wave 2? We'll see, guys. If 886 taken, that is a no. Definitely no. Confirmation for bear market is definitely taking this low at $0.86 for SUI. And that was it for Ethereum, Solana, and SUI. Before you leave, make sure to join our private Discord community. There you will get daily updates faster than YouTube, plus exclusive bonus trading signals for the gold, silver, Bitcoin, and stocks. You can also request one special technical analysis every day and get access even to our only members video on YouTube and also on Discord. And stay ahead, of course, with economic and political news that actually moves the market. And of course, we do regular Q&A sessions so you can get your questions answered directly in the Discord. And of course, if you're serious about leveling your trading, the Discord link is below in the description and in the comments. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.